Dollar bill, everybody is looking for some. And who said, forging a dollar is possible? Think again. Welcome and subscribe. The $100 bill is more than just a piece of paper, it's a globally recognized symbol of trust in the American economy. With more than $1.2 trillion in circulation, the $100 bill isn't just valuable in the United States of America, it's one of the most used banknotes worldwide. But have you ever wondered what goes into creating these iconic notes? The process of printing a $100 bill is nothing short of a marvel, blending traditional craftsmanship with cutting-edge technology. It's a process that ensures every bill is both a tool for transactions and a barrier against counterfeiting. Now, picture the security features on your smartphone: facial recognition, fingerprint scanning, encrypted data. In many ways, the $100 bill is a piece of technology just as sophisticated. Every part of it, from the paper to the ink, is designed to make counterfeiting nearly impossible, while still maintaining that tactile feel that makes it immediately recognizable in your hand. But how exactly is this bill made? Today, we'll take a deep dive into every step of its creation, from sourcing the raw materials to the final delivery to the Federal Reserve. The history of the $100 bill. Before we explore how the bill is made, let's take a moment to appreciate its history. The first $100 note was issued in 1862 during the American Civil War. Back then, counterfeiting was rampant, and the bills were relatively easy to replicate. Over the years, several redesigns have been introduced, with each iteration incorporating more sophisticated security measures. Fast forward to 2013, when the bill underwent a major redesign that included advanced security features like the 3D security ribbon and color-shifting ink. Think of the evolution of the $100 bill like the progress of your favorite phone: each model gets sleeker, more powerful, and harder to tamper with. What's more, Benjamin Franklin has graced the front of the bill for over a century, a fitting tribute to one of America's most influential founding fathers. The back of the bill features Independence Hall, where Franklin played a pivotal role in shaping the nation's history. Just like iconic landmarks and historical figures add value to a country's culture, these symbols on the bill serve as reminders of America's journey toward independence and economic power. Every $100 bill starts with a unique blend of materials. The paper, made from 75% cotton and 25% linen, isn't ordinary paper. It's specifically designed to last through thousands of transactions, folds, and passes between hands. In fact, the material is so durable that it feels different from the paper in your printer. Think of it like this: the cotton used in a single $100 bill is about the same amount as in a medium-sized t-shirt, but this t-shirt is designed to withstand much more wear and tear. Beyond the paper, there are intricate fibers woven into each bill that serve as security features. If you hold a $100 bill up to the light, you'll notice the embedded red and blue fibers, like tiny threads running through the paper. These fibers are one of the first lines of defense against counterfeiting. Then, there's the ink. The ink used for American currency is as specialized as the paper. It includes pigments that can change color when viewed from different angles, like the color-shifting ink in the numeral 100 at the lower right corner of the front of the bill. Imagine it's like the shimmering effect you see on some luxury car paint jobs or even high-end designer watches. These pigments are difficult to reproduce, adding another layer of security to the bill. The ink is sourced from highly secure suppliers, and every drop of it is accounted for, much like the strict inventory control at a luxury goods manufacturer. The goal is to ensure that no ink goes missing and ends up in the hands of counterfeiters. Designing the $100 bill. Before a single bill is printed, a team of designers, engravers, and security experts collaborate to create the intricate designs that make the $100 bill unique. Every aspect of the bill, from Franklin's portrait to the fine microprinting, is deliberately crafted to be both visually appealing and extremely difficult to counterfeit. The microprinting on the bill is especially interesting. If you look closely at Franklin's collar or along the borders, you'll notice incredibly fine text that's nearly impossible to reproduce without advanced equipment. Imagine it's like trying to read an entire book printed on the head of a pin. This fine detail serves as a quick way for experts to authenticate the bill. Even the color palette is carefully chosen. The blend of greens, blues, and golds isn't just for aesthetics, each color has specific pigments that are hard to replicate. The different layers of ink come together like the layers in a complex painting, each one adding depth and texture. You might think of it like decorating a wedding cake, each layer adds beauty and complexity, but also serves a functional purpose. Printing the $100 bill, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Once the design is finalized, it's time for the actual printing to begin at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. The process begins with offset printing, where large sheets of currency paper are fed into high-speed presses. Each sheet contains 32 $100 bills, arranged in a grid. The printing itself happens in several stages. First, the background colors are applied using offset printing. Then, the intaglio process begins. This is where the real magic happens. Intaglio printing involves engraving the design into metal plates and pressing the paper into the grooves, creating the raised texture that gives American currency its distinct feel. Think of the intaglio process like sculpting a statue from a block of marble. Every detail, from Franklin's hair to the intricate scrollwork, is carefully etched into the plates, and then the paper is pressed into the ink-filled grooves to create a tactile surface. When you run your fingers over a $100 bill, you can actually feel the raised ink, a feature that is almost impossible to fake with standard printing techniques. After the printing, the bills are left to dry, but the process doesn't stop there. Each bill is inspected for quality and accuracy. Any bills with even the slightest imperfection are immediately shredded. It's a zero-tolerance policy for mistakes, much like quality control in the production of high-end electronics, where even a single defect can cause a product to fail. Adding security features. One of the most fascinating aspects of the $100 bill is its security features. In addition to the microprinting and color-shifting ink, the $100 bill includes a 3D security ribbon woven into the paper. This ribbon contains images of bells and the number, 100, that shift as you tilt the bill. It's a bit like those holographic trading cards you might have collected as a kid, but on a much more advanced scale. The security ribbon is more than just a visual trick, it's a state-of-the-art anti-counterfeiting measure that's nearly impossible to replicate without specialized equipment. And then there's the watermark. When you hold the bill up to the light, you'll see a faint image of Franklin's portrait in the blank space to the right of the main portrait. This adds yet another layer of difficulty for counterfeiters trying to create fake bills. Quality control and inspection. Before the bills can leave the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, they undergo a rigorous inspection process. Every single bill is examined, both by machines and human eyes, to ensure it meets the strict quality standards set by the Treasury of the United States of America. Think of it like how a master chef would taste every dish in a Michelin-starred restaurant before it goes out to the diners. There's no room for error. Even the serial numbers on each bill are carefully monitored. If there's a printing error on a serial number, the entire sheet is discarded. This level of precision ensures that each bill is unique and traceable. Stacking, packaging, and distribution. Once the bills pass inspection, they are cut into individual notes and stacked in bundles of 100. These bundles are then wrapped and packed into boxes, each containing thousands of bills. The boxes are labeled with barcodes, and every movement is tracked from the printing floor to the Federal Reserve. If you've ever ordered a package online and tracked its progress from the warehouse to your door, you'll have a good idea of how these bills are handled. Each step of the process is carefully monitored, ensuring that every box of money reaches its intended destination safely. From the cotton fields to the printing presses, every $100 bill embarks on an extraordinary journey before it ever lands in your wallet. It's a testament to human ingenuity and technological advancement that such a simple piece of paper can represent so much value. And while most of us might take these bills for granted, the effort that goes into making them is nothing short of remarkable. So the next time you hold a $100 bill, take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship, security, and history behind it. It's more than just a piece of currency, it's a small but powerful symbol of trust in the global economy. Check out our other video on gold vaults inside the Great Bank of England.